What's up, guys and girls? Russ here from Gamers for the Win. Usually I bring you guys the news, but this time I'm going to actually be playing a game with you. We're going to be doing, well, I'll be starting up doing a let's play for this channel now as well, just to give us a bit more variety for the game itself. Now, I will be giving my own input as to what the game is about and all of that, and how I feel about certain pieces and all of that. But I did ask Andy, who was the reviewer of this game originally, and he said absolutely he'd like more and more people to play this game, just so that they can get a feel for what it is like for an indie developer to actually come in straight off and, you know, show their talents off a bit. Now, I have played the game already. Unfortunately, I had a few issues with the game, with the recording as well. It wasn't anything big, it was just my recording, my mic originally didn't want to work, so I actually had to switch over and do something else. So now I'm doing it again. So I'll just be running through what I think it is. It'll be about 20 minutes of gameplay, just give you guys a nice little in and out of what the game is like. Okay, so let's begin. Basically, let's just show off a couple of things. Firstly, the game is very isolated. It gives you that sense of fear when you're inside. As you can see right now, you're inside your little space shuttle getting ready to dock with the Xanadu, which is over there. And she's a nice big ship, as you can see. Nice and big. She's very pretty. The only problem that you have now, or the only problem that I had in the game, should I say, was that there weren't enough. Well, same with Andy, there weren't enough enemies.
Is it morning where you are? Guess it depends on which side of the nearest sun you're on. I'll have to ask one of the eggheads. Anyway, if you're listening to this message, then you're in the vicinity of Alpha Orionis, and you'll be docking with the Xanadu shortly. I just wanted to say thank you once again for taking this job on. There aren't many people who would have done it. The crew are going to be pretty grateful to you, I know that. Help them to get their drive running again, fix up any other problems they may be having, and get back home. The Xanadu has been conducting some very important research, so bring her back to us safely. And keep yourself safe, okay? See you in a few months. Good luck.
Alright, so like I was saying, I did have a few issues with the fact that there weren't very many enemies. But otherwise, it really does... It puts you in a very ominous situation. As you can see, it's dark, and I mean, yes, okay, you can put the lights on in the entire ship. I should probably get a gun first. You can put the lights on in the ship. It does help quite a bit. I'm not sure if it puts you at risk, but nonetheless, as you see, I'm not sure if the ship can see me, or this gun can see me. Ship. It's not really a ship, it's a gun. Shooting it obviously helps. Once you've destroyed it, it's done for, and they don't come back after that. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, actually, if you think about it. So what I'll do now is I'll just run behind this bot here, kill him. I'll go into engineering, where you'll find the lights. Well, not the lights, but the fuse for the lights. Someone took the fuse out in his insane delirium. You can see there's another bot here. He's going to turn around now, see me, shoot at me, or not. Okay, he won't see me. I don't know why he didn't see me, but I'm like right here. But anyway, maybe it's because it is dark that he didn't see me, so maybe I'll leave the lights off now. Okay, so I'm going to head down to the engine room. Like the nice lady on the computer said I must do. I'll head down to the engine room. Now, like I said, I am not sure if having the lights on or off actually helps in any way. As you come down here, you'll start seeing there that really freaky dude just standing there, and that was pretty freaky. Yeah, it looks like they can't see you in the dark. Turn off the shield here. Blow him away. Right, now comes the fun part. This is where I actually have to go around and switch the engines on. But to do that, there are a couple of obstructions firstly, and the computer actually tells you the puzzles aren't that difficult to figure out, which is also sort of an issue in certain aspects, that the puzzles were that easy to figure out in the first place. But it wasn't like it was the end of the world, actually. I'd say one thing, some of the bots were very difficult to fight against, or are difficult to fight against, such as the flying bots. Those ones are very difficult to fight against. But maybe in the dark I'll actually be able to do everything a little bit better. And as Andy said, there are multiple endings to the game, which will give it a bit more of a, I suppose, an edge, if you can call it that. Okay, so all the fuel cells are sorted. Engines are back online. And it's time to put the load on. It's one engine at 100%. There you go, engines are online. Now the nice little computer lady is going to tell me to go somewhere else. As you can see here, there is a map. It shows you where you are. Apparently we are in the engine room, according to what this map says. But you could also be in auxiliary, which is quite funny. So now we're going to head upstairs once again. And we'll go around here quickly and see what's going on. What I am going to go and do is I'm going to go and switch on some of the auxiliary power here in engineering, because we do need some more power. So we'll go in here quickly, just make sure I know what I'm doing. 11, 17, 39. Okay, so it's 17 and 39 on the first one. Now what you do is you go into auxiliary power here. We quickly switch on the power here, because you never know when these things will come in handy. So you go here, you say this one's offline, that was 11. So we go, move closer because this mouse is really annoying. 8 plus 3 online, and this was 39, 34, and 34 and 5 actually. We'll make it 39 and power on, and we'll quickly go in. I don't know, I don't want to kill the cleaning bot. Shame it didn't do anything wrong. Ah, you know what? Yeah, my targeting isn't great right now.
All personnel please report to the brig.
Okay. There are a few Easter eggs in the game as well. You'll notice them as we run along. Okay, 4, 9, 13, 12. 4, 9, 13, 12. Those are the numbers that I'm looking for. Only one of them is offline. I'm just going to figure out which one. 4, 9, it's 13. So, oh, look at that. One little button. Boink. Easy as that. What I would like to do is turn this off. Okay. Now somewhere around here. Ah, there you go. You saw some masks. Well, it should give you a clear indication of some of the Easter eggs that they've put in. It's quite funny, actually. Okay, there it is. Nav data drive. I found 3 of them before. I'm not sure where the rest are. But to be honest, I'm not really interested in that. I'm just interested in showing you guys how this game actually runs. Now in the dark, it is a lot scarier. I also agree with Andy on one thing: the ship is very small, so you can find your way around it quite quickly, and you figure out where everything goes quite quickly. As you can see, they don't see me. These bots don't see me. So if you want to, you can quickly run up to them like this and go boom, and they die. Very quick, very easy. I don't know why they don't see me. I mean, to be honest, I've got a torch shining right on them. Shut off the power here. Okay, so let's go into Lucy's room. Some of these rooms I haven't been into because, like I said, I've been having issues with the computer. So, oh, not with the computer, with the system, as it were. Trying to record everything, and yeah, it's just been giving me trouble.
Cryogenic pods awaiting repairs in the med bay.
Those pieces of paper you'll pick up quite often throughout the game. Like I said, every once in a while you'll hear unexplained noises coming from doors that you can't open and can actually really, really freak you out. Let's look at these messages quickly, shall we? And I cannot figure out where these passwords are. At least I haven't yet. Maybe in the observation lounge. I have my doubts, but you never know. Don't really want to hear that. Don't know about you guys, but I don't really want to hear that right now. Sensory room. Clearly, it's sensory deprivation more than anything else. Okay, I get it. It's like a Star Trek holodeck. There you got a bench in the rain, and the lovers can sit there. I get it. I get it. Yep, this is definitely something that would have been designed in late 80s, early 90s. In a parallel universe. Ah, the beach. Oh look, an audio recording.
This is Captain Lucy Zhao recording an informal log on the 22nd of March, 1983. This is a personal record, not an official document. As soon as our non-essential systems have been reinstalled, I will formally detail the events of the past few days. My current concern, aside from the difficulties with our computers, is for the health of my crew. It seems we are all suffering from an unexplained illness of some sort. The symptoms are migraines, mild hallucinations, insomnia, muscle spasms. Solomon is investigating in more detail, although I worry that his behavior as a professional has been compromised by his recent emotional problems. Johns is bearing up slightly better. He is busying himself with repairs to the ship's systems. I hope for our consoles to be online again soon. He is a good worker, regardless of... Yes, he is a good worker. I hope and trust that all will be well in the near future. We will set a course for Earth as soon as we are able.
Yes, I was hoping there was a password there. I guess not. Okay. Personal emails. Nothing.
All personnel, please report to the brig.
As Andy said as well, throughout the game you'll find different endings, which can be quite daunting to try hunting them all down. Ah, look at that. These really freak me out. Because when those little walking things come running at you, you know you're in trouble.
Call to King Full.
And if you don't get away in time, they explode. Fortunately, I got away in time. But generally, if you don't get away in time, you die.
The date is the 23rd of March, and the time is 9 something. I still can't access the files on my computer. The headaches are getting worse, and I remember less and less of what happened last week. It seems clear to me that we have contracted some sort of virus. Captain Zhao does not want me to say that until I finish the tests, but it's my opinion. It's my professional opinion. I just wish I could remember. We're a long way from home. It's like a silk road that... I'm sorry, I really don't know what happens.
And this blood also creeps me out. You gotta wonder where our friend is going. Like I did say, I haven't run through everything in the game just yet, so sometimes it's the first for me. If I can, I'm going to try turning them off rather. So it'll be easier to destroy them.
Would you like to play chess?
My name is Solomon Michael Agnew, and I am a science officer aboard the... My name is Solomon Michael... Fuck off! My name is Solomon Agnew, and I am a crew... a science officer on the Xanadu. I am 36 years and... Fuck off! Stop talking!
Creepy. Okay, so there are a couple of million things wrong here, obviously. Another page. It's no wonder Andy ran around without the lights on. It is, after all, a tad easier. Cameras can't see you, robots can't see you. It makes life a lot easier. Right. Also, dying doesn't come as easily now.
Captain Lucy Zhao, 24th March. The symptoms are worsening. I now feel... They now include heart palpitations, auditory hallucinations, bouts of delirium, inexplicable losses of motor control, and... To speak informally, I feel I am losing my mind. Solomon is not coping well with the situation, and Johns... I had thought Johns was more trustworthy, but... I am not certain anymore that he can be trusted at all. Since we have discussed the measures appropriate for an outbreak of this sort, he has been distant. I do not feel the quarantine measures will be enough. I worry that he is somehow responsible for the problems with the ship's systems. This is not a formal accusation. I have no one to talk to.
Not wanting to go in there yet. Those bots are a nightmare to kill. They're small and very difficult to actually aim at. And that light. Oopsie. That light in the dark is pretty freaky, especially when you're trying to actually run around. It gives you a fright every single time. What did my little robot say? Temperature 24 degrees Celsius, nitrogen 75, oxygen 20, carbon dioxide 1, other 0.1. Okay, so there's one robot left, and that robot just happened to... I just sent that robot to the surface. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's gonna take a while to get that analysis, like 20 years a while. This darkness can creep anyone out, to be honest.
Quality complete.
Let's quickly turn this off.
The time is 0800 hours on the dot. The date is the 19th of March. The year of our Lord is 1983. The dashing young science officer in attendance is Solomon Agnew. I'm about to open up Object 7. A seemingly hollow globe of unknown composition is retrieved by our probe from the surface of Demi, following all appropriate protocol and safety procedures as listed in the company book, yada 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 yada. I'll write all this up properly later. Okay. I'm about to use the laser to attempt a first insertion at the point where sample 7A was collected. Initial setting is 7.3. Oh, wait, that's interesting. There seems to be...
Not something you always want to come across every single time you're playing a game, is these vivid images.
This is the last confession and farewell of Cornell Johns, as I slip him from my shoulders like an old coat. I have killed my crewmate Solomon Agnew with a .35 screwdriver pushed up into his skull from under his chin. He pleaded with me not to do it, and I held him and cried, shedding my humanity like a man sweating out poison. Then I finished him carefully. I watched in his eyes as he left, the life force arcing between severed nodes, the long leaps of faith falling short. I felt him go. A great weight lifted. All his maniac chatter muted in an instant. It was a mercy to kill him. I took his body and I gave it up into the night, into the sunless sea. The captain will be next. Her thoughts are an interference, a mouthless drone fringed with sinuous rails. When I return to Earth, I will be clothed in light, scoured like a missing piece. I will be a sample. A sample. I will be an example.
He's right about one thing, he will be an example. Because they're gonna put him to death. Well, if they find him. Either that or they're gonna put this character to death. Scary. Okay. Let's head down to the crew quarters. Why not? Hmm? Hmm. Lots of little red lights.
Crashed and Collins awaiting repairs in the med bay.
Yeah. Okay, so this mask won't disappear. That could worry anyone. Hey. Whose room is this anyway? Lucy's house. Sorry about that. That was not meant to happen. This darkness can actually get extremely uncomfortable extremely quickly. The thing is, you know you're in darkness, and you know at any point anything could come out at you.
Experiment commences at 888. Control conditions assured, and held within vast clouds of semi-gaseous matter. A tall man who stands at the foot of your bed and says nothing. These are the hands which fed, tore the tongues and throats from out their reddened maws, the presence of scientific officers on deck notwithstanding. First insertion made between the 2nd and 3rd districts. A great 12-gated city. All the men versed in the 7 arts, such as grammar, rhetoric, the disposal of unnecessary matter according to the ship's regulations. First opening the subject's input ports, then going thrice about it, and with the needle in hand. I love you, babe. I do love you. I fall off walls and walkways repeatedly. A broken snow globe. A last lick of light in the west, and gone. This is on the 26th of March. First Scientific Officer Solomon Agnew in attendance.
Oh, really? Okay, so you can actually play a robot game. Or you can play a game against... You can play a game in a game. That is by far the most random thing I've actually ever seen. Alrighty then, let's play the guitar. Turning the flashlight off may not have been a wise idea. Okay. Let's head into the showers and see what we can find here. Huh. This damn dude just popping up everywhere. These hallucinations get worse and worse by the looks of things. And it mars you more and more by every step you take. Further and further into this game, the more it freaks you out. Let's go into the last two offices. I think there's a nav disk somewhere in one of these offices. Oh wait, no, I already picked that up, didn't I? Hey, my brain is disappearing on me. Just let me see how many nav disks we do have. We have 3, so we have all 3 nav disks. Great. Okay. Now we'll head off to the bridge. See what I'm talking about there. Obviously the hallucinations and the infection has infected your own character while you're playing, which makes it all the more scary to actually witness it. Because now you're seeing all the images, you're hearing all the sounds, and basically you're going insane. Found the perfect way to kill these little critters. Keep the lights off and sneak up around them. Because then they can't see you, but you can see them. And killing them is a lot easier. Okay, looks like all the servers are online. We just need to put a couple of drives in. go. What does the ship say? Not ready. Cryo chambers. Alright, but you guys get the basic idea of what the game is about. You can see what's potting here, except now there's flowers. You might want me to follow this before I actually leave, eh? Let's see what's going on here. Huh. If this didn't freak you out, I don't know what. Whoa, it's raining inside. Why am I going into the laboratory? Okay. Okay, but the rest of this is gonna have to be for you guys. Oh wait, no, the flowers are leading me again. Maybe I should follow them again, eh? Just gonna guide me back to the bridge. Okay. That is that. There's the creepy planet that they got this virus from, clearly. And that is going to have to be that for you. If you guys want to see the rest of it, you're just going to have to play the game yourselves. So that's it from me, the Ross, from Gamers for the Win. And remember, guys and girls, just keep on gaming.